Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Risings. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what September looks like for you. Make sure to check your Sun, Moon and Rising signs so that you get the complete picture, and also check out the astrology videos so you know what's going on in the skies and how you can better connect with them. And for later down the month, when you want a quick view of the astrology, you can check out the interactive astrology calendar for the month ahead as well. And that will take you directly to the relevant page when you click on the date, and it will tell you what's going on, what the effect is, how long it's going to last, who is being most affected, and how we can connect and flow with those energies. So there's quite a bit going on in there if you're interested. The link is in the description box if you want to check it out. Let's get some more cards that will clarify, and we will begin our interpretation. 2 more cards for Aquarius, please. So we have 5 of Cups first, missing, okay. We have 2 of Cups. We have 9 of Swords. We have the Emperor. And we have the Sun. Wow. Okay. Okay, you know what, I'm just going to take the top one. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands. Let me see the bottom energy. I don't normally do that, but let me just see. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Let me get clarifiers for each of these, then we'll start interpreting. There's quite a bit going on here, so yeah. Okay, 5 of Cups for Aquarius and Rising in September. Okay. So in the bottom of this deck we have the Fool, so that I would take it as a clarifier for the Wheel of Fortune. And basically at the base of it all, there's changes that are bringing you into a new beginning, a new potential. These are somewhat fateful. While I was shuffling here, when I was getting with the 9 of Swords, clarified by Empress, and the Emperor being there as well, 5 of Cups is sort of missing. It's as though you're missing someone, missing a connection, or you're kind of thinking about what is missing in your life that would make you fulfilled. And for some of you, it can be related with a partner, because with here, it's sort of like, I'm missing my Empress. You know, where is my Empress? It's like you're moving on to that Emperor position, you're ending chapters, you are setting new structures to ensure your success, basically. And this can come from not wanting to stay in that place of lack. You don't want to propagate the negative mindset into the future, so you're working on that. You're like, okay, where do I sabotage myself? Where do I stop myself? Where do I give up? And how can I keep persevering and keep going from strong to stronger, and so on. So there can be some clarity coming your way here. There can be, I'm not getting many people being involved, but there can be, with the 2 of Cups and Father of Swords, or the King of Swords, there can be a mentor type figure in your life that can give you very useful guidance moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune can be a guide energy, the King of Swords is as well, and the Emperor can be that too, plus the Hierophant we have here. So you get clarity from someone or some source that is knowledgeable, has wisdom, okay? But you're looking for fulfillment and unity with the world here as well. It's like, what can I partner with? What would make me feel more wholesome in my life? That's what I'm getting. It can even be that you are thinking about traveling somewhere or relocating somewhere that would feel more at home, more like your cup of tea. But that does not have to be for everyone. You might be consulting some of your friends in this month. You might be talking to them a lot more, hanging out with them. They really help boost your energy, and they show you they motivate you, and they tell you that, hey, you could look here for inspiration. You're so smart and you're so creative and blah, blah, blah. Okay, there are many ways that they can help boost your mood, but that could be coming up this month here. What else? Yeah, the Empress and the 9 of Swords, there could be worries about, I think like insecurities of what you have lost. You're focusing on the things that have left your life instead of appreciating the things that are there. Okay, and also it's important with the Five of Cups that you let the things that are gone be gone, because it's a blessing in disguise. Okay, it won't work out for the long run, or there can be more toxic attachments that would not benefit you in your growth individually or in your career sector, or even helping you feel empowered. Okay, over here, Two of Cups, Father of Swords in the World. There could be a confession as well, especially if this is related to another person. You could be thinking a lot about someone, could be missing them a lot here. So that could be plaguing your mind, sort of. So you want to talk about it, you want to express it, and you come from, whether it is you or you're getting a communication from them, but because you're in the feeling stage, I think you want to clear your own mind. So confessing to someone and just getting it out of the way. The world here is, for better or for worse, just end this cycle. Okay? Because ending the cycle will, in one way or the other, kind of bring you to a wholesome state. Then you can proceed to working on yourself, working on what is important to you, re-establishing priorities, trying to find sparks and passions and inspirations that really make you happy. Or this can also be like, again, like you're agonizing over it and you might be missing them, but when you talk to them, it sort of turns out like that the previous chapter is closed, but a new one begins, and this one is made of more free flow. You might feel empowered because of the conversation you have, and you could be like, oh, I thought I had lost this, but it was kind of in my head, because Nine of Swords, a lot of the agony is just really built up, and it's the negative thoughts kind of spiraling. And at the base of it all, it can kind of be solved by a simple action of just saying it out loud, not stifling it. Even the Five of Cups is like, oh no, that did not work out. Oh well, that relationship did not work out, or that emotional connection I had did not work out. But some connection is working out. There is that the colorful pot here, something that brings more life and rejuvenation than any of the other cups ever did. So it could be that you're nervous to move in a new direction, to take a leap of faith, to make any changes, because you don't know how that change would turn out here. But as we progress here, Emperor, the Sun, and the Ace of Wands, you're really happy with the outcome. Let's say this is a connection thing, and with this open expression, the cycle ends of a friendship, but there could be a new one beginning, or it just brings more lightness to the connection if you want to continue, communicating with someone, regardless of the outcome here. But with the Three of Cups underneath, Ace of Wands, this can be talking about a new friendship that begins, new deep connection, deepening of a bond that is encouraging and kind of pushes you to persevere, achieve more, establish new structures, or make your own goals and move towards them. That way as well, the mental blocks that have kept you caged so far are also being dissipated because of this connection. Really getting that connection vibe. But it can also be like, what are you choosing to partner with in your life? So please take it as it resonates. The use case is different for everyone. Okay, let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How is the month of September? You're basically ending it with more clarity, more happiness, resolution. So we have Creator Alchemy here, which is kind of a magician card, but let's say at a grander scheme, if it is even possible, because this is making DNA. This is making the life structures that are going to be the fundamentals moving forward. So for example, that perspective shift, and you're finding that right perspective that takes you from a poverty mindset or a negative mindset to something that is empowering. That itself is regenerating. It creates a new basis for the way that you see the world. Things of the sorrows of the past, losses of the past that have lowered your self-esteem and made you doubt yourself, that can also be being worked through here. But you're coming to a very healthy mindset here, a reignition of passion. You're having a lot of fun talking to your friends and chosen family. Okay, we have magic happens when you most expect it. Card number 44. it's sort of like you've put in the work. When you put in the work, the success is inevitable. That's the faith on which you're operating. So if there is a chaotic mind, then the efforts you're funneling into anything is going to be chaotic as well. So over here, where the magic happens when you most expect it, is kind of like aligning your thoughts, knowing what you're wishing to create, knowing what that sense of fulfillment is by first understanding what is missing in the first place, and then how can we go about creating more of that. That is interesting. I did not note this. 5 of Cups, there's usually 3 spilled cups in the regular tarot, and 2 that are still standing in the background. I think some other of my card decks have that too, but 2 are standing in the background, and those 2 is the 2 of Cups, which is kind of meant for someone, is in alignment with someone, a fateful interaction, and that blessing in disguise that is waiting for them to look at. Because once you look, you know. It's sort of that idea here. And the 2 of Cups, Father of Swords, is like, see, the owl with the eyes is just so piercing here, right? The intuition is strong, the mind is strong, your intelligence is on point here. So there is a knowing, there is an understanding, a recognition of something that was there all along, but it was not acknowledged. It can even be that you're recognizing something's worth when it is not there, but the recognition of it just helps propel you forward like nothing else, okay? And now moving into this new phase here, you know what you're doing very consciously. You're aware of what you want to be creating. So you just start embodying that bit by bit, okay? Things take time, things are a process. But if you're on that process and you keep asking the questions, you keep trying to find the solutions, then you're sort of expecting the solution to come. You're expecting the companionship to show up. Oh my god, okay. Then we have Nourish the Sacred Feminine. Yeah, this is like, okay. Oh, Aquarians. Not really about the emotions, but since Aquarius is the zodiac of the mind, but Nourish the Sacred Feminine is asking you to just go with the flow, trust that intuition, connect with your emotions, and don't run away from it. Try to understand it, sit with it, and explain to it, or like work through it moving forward, right? Because shoving that under the carpet is not going to make it go away. It just makes the underneath of the carpet really dusty, right? So there is no point in running away from things, and I don't think you're even trying this month anymore. You're just like, all right, fine, these are my priorities. However much I try to not pay attention to that, this is something that I find myself relating to and attaching to, so I need to examine my emotional patterns, and I need to care for myself. That's what Nourish is like. I need to care, I need to nurture, I need to make space for things that fulfill me. I need to, really, like magic happens when you most expect it. It's sort of like linking with that. You're making that space, allowing the flow to happen. Okay, if you block it out and you're like, okay, everything is rigid now, it should fit in that box, and there is no moving space for any creativity to happen. Finding that delicate balance is something you're working through as well. It could be that your sacred feminine is sort of blocked at the moment, or has been blocked because of past experiences, and that is again coming up to the surface in order to be purged, understood, and then released. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have Pluto, the end of something. It says regeneration or transformation. Distant objects that can have a profound effect. That's what I hear. We have density. Yeah, that heaviness of the mind and the heart. We have 3333. This could be some numbers you see, because we have 3 of Cups here. We have 3 with the Empress, and we have 444 as well. Yeah, those could be some things to look out for in case you need direction. Okay, so this card here is about having divine guidance and intervention. It's about using your skills at hand. It's about keeping that faith, aligning with the higher self, your best self, or your intuition, your guides, whatever you choose to call it. And what was it? Yeah, making mind, body, and spirit, basically. Okay, you're taking action, you have your intentions clear, and those intentions are aligned with the greater good. As long as these things are there in the formula, the options and the roads will be presented to you. I'm kind of seeing keys, keyholes here. The keys to unlocking your empowerment, your clarity. Oh, we have a key here as well. Yeah, okay, it's interesting. We never noticed keys. Okay, so the solutions. This month you have solutions that lead to big transformations, changes in mindset, because Pluto is that planet. It's scorpionic as well. So it goes deep in the subconscious, figures out what is the root cause of a certain problem. No more shying away. Let's just delve into the mysteries, figure shit out, and move forward from there. Because we can't be pulled down anymore. Okay, that's done and dusted. There's no space for that. Density is also establishing new weights or gravitating towards things that can last. Or density is also, it is taking you to the depths in order to free you. It's sort of like, let's examine the gunk here. Okay, this is not needed. This is a gift. And this one is uncategorized. What are your thoughts on this, right? It's like a lot of different assortment of things in the mind that just need to be sorted. But they can be sorted only when we go into the depths, right? It's not something to be afraid of. So please don't be worried about that. It's just something to go through one by one. South Node, Gemini, and 5th house. How much fun you are having, how much time you spend. This can also be the romance, dating, and flirting. So how you approach your love life, how you communicate out there in the 5th house of the Gemini. This can also be talking about dating, flirting, how you have fun, discovering new ways, being curious about expressing your creativity. 5th house is very creative. So, and also rules like expression. So how can you express yourself more authentically? You could be changing the way that you express yourself. With the South Node, there is a release of something. So this can talk about past things that have not been worked through, that come up to the surface. And once they do, they are kind of purged and are out of your system. Therefore, it clears the way for new inspiration and ideas to come to you. The South Node can also refer to things connected through past life. So you could be dealing with someone like that. The world as well is giving me that vibe that this cycle has been going on. I don't know how many people resonate with that, but that's as well a message. Let's get your guidance for this month. Oh, and speaking of cycles, we have all these cycles here, right? Helical shaped. We have 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. My goodness. Yeah, so it basically is leading you towards greater stability and security here. 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Yeah, there could be some communication and confessions that go on this month. You kind of clear the air, clear things, and get a fresh start on things. So let's see what the guidance for the month in September. Various guidance. Yeah, see, we have Magpie. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Shedding old skins, basically. We have pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Yeah, this can talk about just tuning into meditation, because Sacred Feminine talks about the sleep time, intuition, dreams, flow when you're like zoning out. Then you know what type of ideas come to you, or what makes you feel good in your downtime. Just pay attention to those things when you sort of find yourself drifting out, being imaginative, and so on. Oh, this can also be, I'm getting a very different message, but the things that you imagine, pay attention to those things, because that is also indicative of what your mind pays most attention to. Yeah, okay. What thoughts do you entertain? Yeah, okay. Then we have the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. One more. This one has flipped over twice. I'm just going to take it. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. We have stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. This can also be that you're taking matters into your own hands here, after freaking out for a bit, because it would be a big decision, of course, if you're leaving something behind. It looks like it, at least. But, you're taking things into your own hands and you're not just waiting for things to work out. Because if you don't take any steps towards your dreams, then how do you expect them to become established, right? Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarians. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the messages resonated and help you out for your month ahead. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, even whenever you please. If for personal readings, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care.